Hey guys, Miss Warren here. Today I'm going to be doing some shapes in linear perspective. Yet again, this is a worksheet I normally do for my classes in preparation for drawing a linear perspective room. What we'll be drawing today is a star above and to the left of the vanishing point, a heart below and to the left of the vanishing point, and a house to the right and in the middle of the vanishing point. I do want to see these shapes, and I do want to see them in these placements. Now the star will show you how to do angles in and out. The heart will show you how to do curved objects in linear perspective. And the house will show you how to do an object in the middle of the horizon line that's not just a square. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the horizon line. This is the first important step in any one-point linear perspective drawing. I need something to help me draw a straight line. Doesn't have to be a ruler. I'm using a 3x5 card today, and I'm using a pencil. Okay, so now I have my horizon line. I'm going to draw the vanishing point about in the middle. This is the second most important object in the picture. If you do not have the vanishing point, you are not doing this correctly. Now I'm going to freehand my heart and my star. Now, normally for a star, because they're pretty challenging to draw, I do just like their regular A star. So I draw like a capital letter A, kind of end those evenly. Then I go back towards the middle. Shortly after I cross, I do a straight line. Then I go down. Okay. Now this angle's a little bit wide. I'm going to shorten that. If you want to, after you draw that, you can kind of go in with your straight edge and clean up the lines and darken them. To line up here. Change the angle of this point of the star just real quick, just to make sure it all lines up and connects. And I'm going to erase the inside. The main purpose of this assignment is to see that you can draw a shape with angles that go in and out in linear perspective. Now I'm going to take each of the corners, both the corners that go in and the corners that go out, and I'm going to go back to the vanishing point. In, so the corner that goes out, the corner that goes in, corner that goes out, corner that goes in, corner that goes out. You probably won't have to do these three corners because they're hidden behind the rest of the star. You may not even be able to see very much from this top one because it's on the opposite side of that vanishing point. But I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to line up that corner with the vanishing point, and I'm going to draw the line. Now you can take the line all the way to the dot, but I'm going to end when I hit the rest of the star here. This one to this corner too. Don't think that you'll be able to, yeah, you really just won't be able to see a whole lot of this because it will go right through that one. So this one you can kind of see, but that one you can't really see. Then I'm going to go from this corner, line up to the dot exactly, and draw that line. Go to this corner that sticks out, line it up to the vanishing point exactly, and draw the line. This corner that sticks inwards, line it up exactly with the dot, draw the line. This one that goes in, gonna line it up, draw exactly to the line. Same thing with this one. Now it gets a little confusing in here, but to end your star, all you need to do is if this angle is slanted this way, you're going to end your star with the same angle. If this angle is slanted this way, you're going to end the star with the same angle. If this angle is slanted this way, same angle. This way, same angle. So I'm going to start with this one. So I'm going to line it up. I'm going to slide it down those slanted lines or those orthogonals, and I'm going to create the ending line. I'm going to line it up, slide it down the orthogonals till it meets with my first ending line, and repeat that angle. Let's line it up. This one's kind of tricky. Slide it down, repeat that angle. Line it up, slide it down, repeat that angle. So I'm going to darken the lines I'm going to keep. Then I'm going to erase the extra lines that I don't need. So there I have a star in 1 point linear perspective. Okay. So in this version, they had you draw the whole other star. In my version, I just drew the corners you could see. You could very well draw the whole other star and then erase the stuff that you can't see through, but I kind of skipped being able to do the stuff that's going to be covered anyway. Okay, so for the heart, I'm going to freehand draw the heart at the bottom. I'm going to do curve and curve. There we go. So I'm going to go from the widest part of the curve. It sticks out the most. I'm going to line it up with that vanishing point, and I'm going to draw a straight line. Where the heart dips in, because that's kind of another corner, I'm going to line it up with the vanishing point, and I'm going to draw the line. Drawing these very lightly because I'm going to end up erasing half of it. The widest part of the heart on the side, line it up with the vanishing point, and draw it. Now in this one, they have a kind of wide heart, so you can't really see the bottom. You might be able, well, I guess maybe on mine you couldn't either. If this was wide enough, you might be able to do it from the bottom. Now, the key is here, if this line is curved, where I want to end it, I want to curve the same exact angle in between those two orthogonals. It's a little bit rounder. Let me round that out just a little bit. Okay, in their version, they did the whole heart again in between the orthogonals, but since you could see through it, even if I drew, and they drew their bottom orthogonal back to the vanishing point, so they redrew the whole heart a second time to show where it ended. But since you're not going to really be able to see the rest of the heart, I'm not going to darken that a whole lot. I will darken this orthogonal, this orthogonal, this orthogonal. Then I'm going to erase the lines on the inside here that you couldn't see anyway because it's not a transparent heart. Then I'm going to erase the extra lines that go back to the vanishing point. So this is definitely a case of draw it light till you get it right. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to draw on this worksheet is a house in linear perspective. So I'm going to draw kind of the square body part of the house in the middle of the horizon line. Get a vertical line, horizontal line. It has to cross over the vanishing point. Or not the vanishing point, the horizon line. It would look very different if you had it right on top of the vanishing point. Honestly, you probably couldn't see the side of it if you had it right on top of the vanishing point. Okay, so there's like the square part of it. And then you have the triangle roof. Ooh, dropped my pencil. Really basic triangular and square structure. Okay, we don't need this line in the middle of the house, and it's not transparent, so you can't see the horizon line, so I'm going to erase the horizon line inside of it. Now, since it's in the, so if it's above the vanishing point, you're going to see the bottom half of it. If it's below the vanishing point, you're going to see the top half of it. But since it's in the middle of the vanishing point, you're only going to see the sides of it. So I only have to worry about doing the corners that are on the same side. So I'm going to go from the bottom corner of the house back to the vanishing point, the midway corner of the house, of the roof here, back to the vanishing point, and the roof of the house. Now you want it high enough up to where it's not exactly the same angle as the horizon line. You don't want to line up this with the horizon line because then you won't be able to see the full effect of it. Okay, so if this line is vertical, we're going to slide it over to end it and draw another vertical line to end the side of our house. I'm going to erase the horizon line inside of it because it's not a transparent one. Now, if the roof is slanted, we're going to line up the slanted line, slide down the orthogonals to where the side of the house meets, and we're going to keep the same angle of the slanted roof. There we go. I'm going to erase the extra orthogonals. Redarken my original horizon line so you can really see it. And there's a house in linear perspective in the middle of the horizon line to the right of the vanishing point. Okay, I look forward to seeing yours. Double check all your lines before you submit it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.